On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Sunday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, in the morning here. Today is Sunday, the official red rice and roaster day. Yeah man, me I tell you. And also the day when some of the regular ones and ones them out there traverse the church. So whilst doing so, my peeps, please remember On The Spot News Media, it's loyal viewers and subscribers in your immediate prayers. You definitely see how Jamaica run right now, so you know for sure. So we need that now more than ever. And to all of the regular ones and ones them out there in the kitchen, I deal with the finger licking chicken or whichsoever meat kind of decide to prepare today. You don't know, enjoy your day. And to the regular ones and ones them out there in the streets, traversing from Moran Point to Negril Point. Safe travel, pan the gravel, and as always, my peeps, continuously look out on the corner yai Kazwa. The old dirty corner boy them always out there. Alerts, yeah man. So we're gonna kick it off, my peeps, over there in the parish of St. Thomas, the eastern end of the island. Now, this brother here presently on your screen went to a party last night, and his body was discovered in a river with him face chamba up. The man them sharp my cutlass, two side, well beveled down, and work it in the man face, head back, neck, all over. Them deal with the situation a certain type of way. It took place in the community of Lydes in St. Thomas. May I tell you, say, the pictures, grimy. Yeah, man. Say anyway, my peeps, I go continue. Now over there in the parish of Clarendon, this young man presently on your screen was reported missing on Wednesday. Now, just a day or so after, his body was found with his neck saka like the man them a try take off him head, and his body riddled with bullets. He was found in the community of Chapelton in Clarendon, and he has since been identified by the police, as I stated earlier, as Ezra. Now, no one knows for sure why Ezra was taken out in such a fashion, to the point where his head was being severed by his attackers. One thing I know for sure, my peeps, especially to the ladies, you need to prepare yourself to start doing some little Chinaman, some little jellyback Chinaman, because I don't know what go on, you know. And as he said, the whole of the young man them life just get sniffed out one by one, each and every single day. And if them skip a day, then triple it the following day. Right now, Jamaican men are endangered species. We should be protected by some sort of act for the criminal elements them stop take we out like that. Poor, may I tell you, my peeps, the thing rough. Now, in yesterday's vlog, I made mention of a fatal knockings and clappings of this man presently on your screen over there in the Eastern Kingston Police Division. Now, I also made mention that the residents are to brace themselves for reprisals. Now, this morning, the residents of Eastern Kingston is stating that they fear more violence following the latest spate of violence in Eastern Kingston. Now, the Eastern Kingston Criminal Investigation Branch, that's the CIB arm of the JCF members in Kingston Eastern Police Division, is presently probing the latest two knockings and clappings that took place out there in their division. Those knockings and clappings took place within a 48-hour time span. Now, it is driving up the homicide numbers, which is heightening the fears of the people in these communities for having a somewhat peaceful summer. Now, the latest incident, as I stated yesterday, took place in front of the Vauxhall High School. That's right at the entrance of the high school, where, according to the police, a businessman was taken out in a hail of bullets whilst seated in his car along Windward Road. This is the man presently on your screen, and he has since been identified as Damian Edwards of Malvern Avenue in Kingston. Now, reports from the Elliston Road Police states that about 6:40 p.m. the police team was on patrol and responded to hearing several loud explosions in the area. Upon their arrival, they stumbled upon the white Nissan Tida whilst the vehicle was along the roadway, with Edwards sitting in the driver's seat with multiple carnap wounds. The Kingston Eastern Police is also investigating the fatal knockings and clappings of a man along Wellington Street, which is off Victoria Street. And On the Spot News Media just received information that there was also a fatal knockings and clappings in the Bayshore Park community early this morning. The criminal element that lost his life is said to be known as Jenna, a foot soldier of the incarcerated Reputed gang leader for factions of the Bayshore Park community, identified as Killy Torment. Yeah, man. So On the Spot News Media will most definitely be updating you on that particular knockings and clappings over there in Bayshore Park, Eastern Kingston, in subsequent newscasts. Now, over there in the Kingston Eastern Police Division, a taxi operator and one of three men who allegedly robbed him along Roosevelt Avenue in Kingston 6 on Saturday are now in the hospital after they were both conned up and seriously injured in that particular incident. The police stated that a firearm and several rounds of ammunition was also seized, whilst another of the alleged assailants in that robbery is presently behind bars. The Stadium Police stated that sometime around 12:15 a.m., three men posing as passengers boarded the taxi operator's vehicle and proceeded to rob him. It is further reported that during the incident, a struggle ensued, which led to the taxi operator and one of his attackers receiving gunshot injuries before they abandoned him and the vehicle. It is stated by the police that they were alerted, and upon their arrival, they discovered the injured taxi driver and assisted him to the hospital for treatment. A search of the area reportedly led to the discovery of the injured man and one of his accomplices. A Sig Sauer 9mm pistol affixed with a magazine containing 11 live 9mm rounds was also recovered from them. The injured criminal element was, however, transported to the hospital where he is being treated under police guard. The other was taken into custody. Their identities are presently being withheld pending further investigations. So another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. Yeah, man. Now, on that note, my peeps, the police them recover some more firearms. Yeah, man. Well, not just the police and soldiers, because they were both joint police military operations. Yeah, man. So right now on your screen is a firearm that was retrieved by them. This firearm was retrieved by 2 off-duty service personnel, one belonging to the JDF and the other a JCF member. Now, it is said that the 2 members of the security forces were in an area when they encountered a group of men, one of whom was acting suspiciously. It is said that the man was apprehended by both off-duty officers and the weapon and ammunition affixed with a magazine found in his possession. The weapon was a Glock pistol. This Glock pistol presently on your screen, affixed with 9 live 9mm rounds in the magazine. All of this took place in a section of Manchester known as Comfort Hall. The man and the find were taken to the Balaclava police station for processing. So that is definitely a decent spot of work. Off-duty police and soldier link up and disarm dirty corner boy. Yeah man, that is most definitely something to be commended for. Now a joint police military operation seized a shotgun and a Browning pistol during a targeted raid in Montego Bay, St. James on the 9th of July 2024. While the members of the security forces were carrying out their duties, they came under fire from criminal elements and the security personnel returned the fire, and after the exchange, the weapons were found and the gun criminals escaped. Now the security forces has reassured members of Jan Public that they will continue their relentless efforts to rid the nation of criminal activity, illegal guns and ammunition, and also these criminal elements. So the security forces urge law-abiding citizens to report illegal activities to the JDF tip line. And that tip line is 876-837-8888. Or of course, link up the squad of them at Crime Stop at 311. Yeah man. Now the last thing that we are going to talk about, my peeps, is a precedent that has been set, and we definitely love the outcome of this one. Now the gang leader for the Westmoreland base King Valley gang, that is a criminal element identified as Derval Williams, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Lukie, and his sidekick, a criminal element identified as Christian Grant, were on Friday found guilty of conspiring via cell phone to take the life of a Crown witness whilst behind bars at the Horizon Remand Center in 2020, the same year that they were let off the anti-gang charges by Justice Brian Sykes. So now we definitely love how this thing here go, because we see where a lot of criminal elements time and time again behind bars and use the means of a cell phone to take the life of many of the regular members of Jan Public, to include witnesses to their particular crimes. So now this judge decides that she got to take into evidence the voice clips from the cell phones and also the credible evidence from the correctional officers, the ones who initially seized the cell phones from the criminal elements. Now, the judge stated that whilst aspects of the evidence suggested that other inmates also used the cell phones, the significant usage of the handsets were by the 2 criminal elements. The judge stated that the phone owned by Grant had WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram and email accounts in his name and also by his alias, Bobby. Now the ruling on count 1 of the indictment, which jointly charged the men with conspiring to the loss of life of the Westmoreland woman. The judge stated that she accepted as credible the voice identification evidence given by the Deputy Superintendent of Police, who had encountered both men on several occasions, and also the Crown witness they had marked for death, who testified that she has known Grant all his life. The judge stated that the court is considering the voice notes, which is not in standard English and which contained unique Jamaican terminologies, was of the opinion that the statements made was to infer the knockings and clappings of the female. The judge stated that it is clear to the court that the diabolical statements are contained in the voice notes. It is clear that there were communication between Derval Williams and Kristen Grant. In one of the 10 voice notes with the assassination plan, which were played into records of the court, Grant was heard saying if Williams wanted to dirt the witness, which is a slang for murder, he should make him know where him want, and anything him a pray, that him a pray to. And basically, him a say, yo, just say the word and organize the thing, and dirt settings will be the order of the day. Now, several voice notes later identified by the prosecution witness as belonging to Williams is heard saying, me I got dirt her, man. Me I got dirt her for real, man. Me I got do it. Me I got do it. Grant was then heard spurring on Williams by saying that I wouldn't mind we use one stone and kill 2 birds. I would just want you do so and just slap with 1, 2, and 3 one time and left the whole place weeping and mourning. The justice said, boy, them youth here, never for real. So she have to send them away for a mighty long time. Hence the reason why they were found guilty. So I like the precedents that is being set for start. Use these cell phones taken from these criminal elements behind bars who sits there in the luxury of prison and taxpayers' money and take the life of the regular members of the public, to include witnesses to their crimes out there in the streets. So I just hope that this becomes an ongoing thing with criminal elements who is presently behind bars. So that in itself is most definitely something worthy to be commended. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.